Hello everyone and Merry Christmas and welcome back to Sketch by Sketch. Today I'm going to be making some Christmas cards. So I'm going to be using some cardstock paper like this, just fold it in half, and you can use it going vertical or horizontal, so you can make different kinds of cards. And I'm going to be using watercolors and then these sparkly metallic watercolors, and because I'm using paints I need paintbrushes and a palette and things like that. I'm also probably going to be using some markers and probably going to be using some of these Ohuhu fine liners as well. So lots of supplies that you can use, paint, stuff like that. And I'm just going to be taking you through all of these different kinds. I'm going to have a card for everyone that you want to make a card for this year, all kinds of variety. So let's get right into it. This first card I'm making is going to say joy on the front of it. This is going to be like a really pretty, sleek, modern card. I gave one of these to someone at school. They really loved it. Actually, I gave all of these cards that I'm making today out to my friends and people that I know around school and my family. So all of these are cards that I actually give to people, so they're super fun to make and people will definitely love them. Alright, now I'm going in to do the lettering with some gold metallic paint. Pretty much everything I'm doing today, I'm just going to be showing you what I'm doing. It's not really a tutorial, but you can definitely follow along with what I'm doing and replicate it with whatever materials and supplies you have. It's probably going to be a longer video, and I'm not going to be talking the entire time, but feel free to skip around and find the cards that you like and would like to recreate. Alright, it's really fun to play around with this lettering, and what I mean by that is I'm making a wreath for the O. So I'm just going in with my green watercolor and just kind of making a leaf-like pattern just to create a full wreath, and I'm twisting the card around so it looks like a full circle. This isn't anything specific. I'm not doing any specific technique to do this. I'm just kind of going in with the paint, so this isn't something that you have to be super technical with. Just go for it, and everyone will know what you're trying to draw here. And you can always go in with some red or other colors to add little embellishments like I'm doing here. It really just finishes off the card, and I think this one is really cute. Alright, here I'm going to be doing some simple Christmas trees. So you're going to start out with a color of your choice. I'm using green, but you can use blue, red, whatever you like. And I'm just going in and making kind of like a base of just a little bit of paint, and I'm not making this a exact square or rectangle. I'm just doing it messy, and I think that looks the best. Alright, now you're going to let that completely dry, and I'm going in with my Posca pens, and I'm drawing just some simple little doodles of Christmas trees. I saw this on Pinterest. It's just cute little ways to draw the Christmas trees, and I really like it. So that's what I'm doing there. It's really simple. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it looks really cute when you finish it. And you could of course use something like black paint if you don't have a paint pen, or even just like a black Sharpie would most likely work. And then at the bottom I'm just writing Merry Christmas. I messed up a little bit on the lettering there, but I'm just rolling with it, and you can definitely tell what it says still, so I'm just going to go with that. Alright, and I did forget to record the process of this one, but it's just a holly leaf, and it says have a holly jolly Christmas on it. And then I'm going in after the paint's completely dried and doing some simple outlining on the elements of the drawing. So I think this one's really cute, and hopefully you can still replicate it without seeing the process. Alright, and here I have to be honest, I also forgot to start recording. It was in the same clip as the one before, but I drew some little Christmas branches, and I used the gold paint to make the ornament hanger, and then the little bulbs, of course, are just the watercolor, and I'm drawing some cute faces on the Christmas bulbs. This one is more of a funny, cute little joke card. I think it's really adorable, and I just like how simple it is, but it's still so cute. So I'm just writing a really cute little saying on the card, I guess, and that's going to finish this one off. I think these Posca pens really add a lot to the drawing, even if I'm not completely outlining. Just adding a little bit of simple lines to it, I think it just really makes it pop. And as you can see, I'm not doing it perfectly. It just kind of adds a little something extra to it if you just add that little bit of outlining. Alright, now I'm doing like a little grumpy cat little cartoon. I think this is really, really adorable. So I just sketched out this cat. It's definitely super cartoony, so it's not hard to draw. And then I'm just putting a cute little face on it, a little frown. And then he's going to have a star on his head and Christmas lights wrapped around him. So I'm just doing that. Like I said, this doesn't have to be a really finished drawing or anything special. I'm just going in. I mean, you can see the star I just drew. It's not perfect at all, but it just goes well because of the cute cartoon style of the drawing. Alright, and now I'm just going to go in and add Christmas lights to the string that we already added. I'm going to leave the cat white, I think, and then I'm going to color in a little bit of the background, but right now I'm just adding in those Christmas lights, and they look really good against the white paper. Alright, now I'm doing a reindeer drawing. This is something that requires a little bit more of drawing, but it's still simple. So I think a lot of people, even if you're not really great at drawing, I think you could do this one. I actually have a whole video on doing this last year. I think we even gave the reindeer a name. I think we named it Maple. I'm not sure on that one. But so I did a whole drawing on this last year, but I just wanted to do another card with this on it. I think this character is really adorable, and I just love the style of this reindeer, especially because she has eyeliner and eyelashes. I think it's just so cute. So there is the line art for that one. Alright, and after the paint pen completely dried, I went in with my watercolors and I did just kind of a light wash of color just to add a little bit of something to this without overpowering the pretty line art. I just really like how simple that is and how it pops on the white paper. So I'm not adding anything too dark or heavy. I'm just kind of lightly putting on a little bit of color here. And now I've got to give my reindeer a red nose because you can see that it's glowing, and I just think that that's really, really cute. And I think that that adds a lot to the drawing and making it even more cute. And then of course, if you feel like your cards have a lot of white space or you don't know what to do to fill it up, snowflakes are always a great option. It's quick and easy to draw, but it always just adds that little bit of festiveness and looks super cute. Alright, now this one is really fun because you can completely customize this one to whoever you're giving it to. So the idea came from my teacher, who really loves Elvis, and he plays Elvis Christmas music in his classroom. So I decided to draw a retro record player, and I'm going to, you'll see when I do it, but I'm going to put Elvis Blue Christmas written on the card. So if you know someone who has a specific Christmas song that they just really like, or even like an artist, then this is a card that you can make for them, and they're really going to love that it's personalized to them. And I just think this is a really fun way to personalize cards, and it's just super simple to draw. As you can see, I'm just kind of scribbling on it, but in the end, just this overall like cartoony, messy style just really all comes together, and I think it looks really cute. So as you can see, that's what I was talking about with writing the song on there, almost like if you would play songs on your phone when it comes up with the writing and the play button and all that stuff. It's kind of what it looks like, so that's kind of where that came from. And of course, just adding a little bit of color. And always you could leave these drawings black and white. I just like the pops of color, but if you didn't want to color, or you're not confident in your watercolor skills to do this, then you could of course just leave them black and white. They look great as well. And I'm going back in with some gold paint to add some accents. If you don't have any of this metallic watercolor, then I really think you should pick some up. It's not really expensive, and of course you could still add it to your Christmas list. And I just think that it's something that you can add a lot of embellishments and details with really easily, and it makes your drawings really pop, so I love it. Alright, As a lot of you probably know from watching my previous videos, I was just recently in a Charlie Brown Christmas. I played Lucy. My school put on the whole musical thing. It was really, really cute and it was so fun. So this card is for my drama director and English teacher. I'm drawing her a cute little Snoopy sleeping on his doghouse. I just love Snoopy so much in the Peanuts. It's just so adorable. And I actually really love drawing in this style. Of course, it doesn't look exactly like Snoopy because that is hard to replicate, that wonderful drawing style. But I was trying to really study the method of line art and see the lines on the doghouse and all of that. So I think it turned out really, really cute. And as you can see, I'm adding more snowflakes all around to fill up that space. So really, really cute. You could always draw any of the other Peanuts characters. I know they're always associated with Christmas a lot, so those would be a fun thing to draw. Okay, and now I'm adding some red coloring to the doghouse. Alright, now I'm going to draw another character, and of course you could personalize this to a character that whoever you're making the card for likes. I just decided to draw Baby Yoda for one of my friends, and I added a Santa hat. So you could draw any character that you know that your friends like, and just add like a Santa hat or a festive outfit or something, and put that on the Christmas card. So there's lots of ways to personalize these cards and make them something that your person will really, really love. And as you can see, going in with that watercolor again, not being super specific or shading anything really, but just kind of popping some color on there. So that's what I'm doing right now. I definitely like to make the Santa hat a little bit brighter than the rest, just so the red really pops and you can see that it's very Christmassy. Alright, this next one I forgot to record the process, but it's great for someone who loves coffee or hot chocolate. Just drew a really cute coffee cup there, so that's something you could do. Alright, this one is a really simple one that you could do if you don't have a lot of time, or you just really aren't that artsy and you want to make a Christmas card. So I just drew some strands of lights, and then I'm writing Merry and Bright in the middle of the card. So it's nothing difficult. It's really cute though. So that's what I'm doing as far as the lettering. And then now I'm going to go in, of course, with my watercolors and add the Christmas lights. So really simple, really easy, but it looks super adorable. Alright, this one might have to be my favorite, so I saved it for last. This is of course very personalized. One of my friends just got a new guitar and it's really awesome, and so he just got it, so I decided to replicate it as best as I possibly could. Drawing guitars are actually really hard, but you can definitely tell what it is, and I think the drawing turned out pretty good. So if you know someone who plays an instrument, even if it's like not guitar, like something else, then you can definitely make it Christmassy and put that on their card. So I thought that was a really fun idea. I play guitar as well, so this one I think is really cool, and I love the way that it turns out in the end. So for this one I decided to go with more of a fine liner to do the line art, but I still kept it in kind of a sketchy style, just so it didn't look so perfect, because drawing something like this is hard to begin with. So just kind of adding in that little bit of element of cartooniness kind of makes up for it not looking exactly right. Alright, now I'm doing the coloring. This one, I probably spent a little more time on the coloring just to get it right. It has a flame top on it, and it is gray, I'm pretty sure, but it has a little bit of like a purple tint to it, so I'm just kind of adding like that purple flamed color in there, and it almost has like striping in it, so that's why I'm going in a back and forth motion. So I'm just trying to get some texture on this and get it to look as close as possible. I'm definitely trying to get the color in there. Alright, and now my favorite part, I'm adding Christmas lights to the guitar. That's what makes this really Christmassy and fun, so I wrapped Christmas lights all around the guitar. I think that is super cool, and I just love the way that it looks. Alright, I'm going to finish with some snowflakes, and that is going to be it for our last card. I hope you got some fun ideas. I know Christmas is coming up in a week, but hopefully you got some good ideas for some cards that maybe you can make throughout the week to give to people. So I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas season. I will probably see you again before Christmas in another video, but until then, have a wonderful Christmas season, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!